Roy Langley arriving at the way station, being social as usual. Good.
Beautiful morning.
It is a beautiful morning.
Hope we have some fish.
Yeah. I would think so. It was a soft night, no?
Yeah, it was a nice evening. Sign me up.
That's a good one, I guess.
Yeah, not bad.
How big is it?
Hopefully 25 pounds.
Yes, sir.
Morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Excellent. Good. How are you? Yeah.
What's your badge number, babe?
3441.
Photo sure. Yeah.
Sure.
Bill?
That's me.
Yeah, the short bass was 40 inches.
Right.
2361, 2361.
Nice fish.
Thank you.
That's a good question on this. What?
Find the slip and all set.
Thank you.
Maybe it's out.
You know, everything was written by hand. And how many years ago was that, Amy? It's got to be like 10 years ago.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can hear talking to you.
Yeah, everything was written by hand. We had no machines. Sometimes we had 8 or 10 people waiting, so all handwritten was time consuming. But now we're in the 20th century. Not the fish, but the system.
And the way when you first started, that wasn't digitized, was it?
When we first started, we had a scale, but it was not as sophisticated as now. And of course, it's all regulated by the state. So they come in and check it before we open for the season to make sure that it's in balance. And after that, everything pretty much runs pretty smooth here. And now we're caught up on the computer, and everything is filed in over the filing system over there. So we can refer to the actual cards that they sign. We're right on top of it now, and we're moving along a lot smoother than we used to.
What percentage of people donate their fish? Do you know?
What percentage? I'd say probably 35 or 40%. Now, we had 2 big bass in this morning. Both of those went home. And it's one of those things, it depends on the fishermen. Some of them, they catch a lot of bass. They don't need it. But if a fella catches his first bass, usually they take it home. But we try to encourage them to donate it because of the fillet program. Because so many people cannot go out and fish physically, or they're getting too old, or they don't have a boat or whatever. So they look forward to a fillet in the morning. So we try to please them by getting people to donate more fish. Probably 10 or 12 years ago, we had a 54-pounder. But the scale I was looking at there now, 35, normally the winners are up in the 40s. That's a little, some of them are a little heavier, but some of them are a lot lighter than normal. But
Which ones are lighter than normal? The bonito, is that lighter than normal?
the bonito is fairly, that's pretty good. That's kind of low for the shore. But we take what we get. That's why they call it fishing. Some years ago, I had a woman come in with her grandson. She lives on Chappaquiddick. And so she wanted to register her grandson, who was probably 12. And so I said to her, "Don't you fish?" She said, "Oh, yeah, I used to fish for years, but I'm getting too old now." So I said, "No, but you're never too old." So I said, anyway, she says, "No, I don't think so." So she started out the door and she was talking to her grandson, and so she came back and registered herself. But she says, "I don't have any equipment." I said, all my equipment is old. My rod and reel, So I said, go over to Porky Francis. He's got a little shop here. He'll rent you some gear. So anyway, off she went. And maybe about 45 minutes to an hour later, she came back and she has a fish. And I looked at her. I said, is that yours or your grandson? She says, no, it's mine. I says, where did you get that? She says, well, I was on the Chappie Ferry going home. She says, so I threw out the line just to practice. And the man on the ferry told me, you're not allowed to fish off the ferry. Just then, she says, I got a hit. So I reeled it in, and here it is.
What was it?
Pardon me?
What was it?
It was a little bluefish. But she was so excited. She says, I haven't caught a fish in 40 years. But there are a lot of people that this is the first fish they've ever caught. And they're so excited. They can't wait to get a picture. But that's what the derby's all about. A lot of camaraderie, fun.